What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 92, right? 92?
I think so.
92. Okay. And when we've had just like regular episodes with just us, we have been talking for a while now about like mental self-defense. We talked about predators and spotting predators and different things. And we kind of like worked our way through a lot when it comes to that. We're going to kind of wrap up some of that today. And we're actually going to look at some more kind of safety and stuff like that in public spaces. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode. All right.
Hang on a second.
What's up?
I have not seen that shirt before. Where did that come from?
Oh, this is this is a new Impact Defense shirt that you can find.
Oh, that's ours?
It is, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't see the logo on from your side. On the other sleeve, it has the Impact Defense logo. 1 second.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep, cool. So yeah, the shirt says human. Nope. Read it for the people because I'm reading upside down.
Self-defense is a human right.
Self-defense is a human right.
You're wearing this shirt and you can't just...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I think I have a shirt that I have not read since I got, like, I don't know what it says, but I wear it sometimes. And so everyone's like, I like your shirt. I was like, oh, the writing's on the back. I really don't know what it says.
Yeah, so, this one says self-defense is a human right. We have at least 2 new shirts. And this is one of them. We have another one. And more coming. So, yeah, check that out. ImpactDefense.online. You can pick up our shirts as well as a few other things as well. We're trying to really build that site up and have some more stuff available for people. So, I think we're now going to get into the news story, which is a little different today. So first off, the reason it's a little different, or one reason that it's a little different, is the fact that it was actually sent to us by our podcast editor, Yuresh.
Thank you, Yuresh.
I know. We love it when people send us stories. So if you guys are hearing this and you're like, hey, I've seen this story. I think this would be a good one to discuss on the podcast. Send it over to us. Just send it to Brian at impactdefense.online. And that is BRIAN. All right. Anyway. So we're going to go straight into the story. There's a lot to talk about in a very, very short read, okay? A pregnant librarian in Florida intentionally hit a motorcyclist during a road rage incident and fled the scene, okay? So she gets pissed off and then hit a dude on a motorcycle, and it did not end. The motorcyclist followed her home. She came outside with a handgun, and the motorcyclist was also armed, so he shot her several times and killed her. So,
there's a lot to unpack.
There is. I told you, there's a lot in such a short little story. I mean...
Okay, first off, I love the fact that she was pregnant, got included in the news story, because being pregnant doesn't make something you do okay.
True, exactly, yeah.
Okay, so... Like, wow, that's awful, and the child in her womb did nothing wrong there.
I know, and I thought about that too, you know.
She was kind of a jerk, and jerk is the podcast appropriate way to say that.
Yeah.
Because that's really dangerous. Like, first off, because she did risk that motorcyclist's life by hitting him with her car.
Yes.
That could have... motorcycles don't have walls, guys.
Really? I know. It's amazing.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's basically attempted murder. That can be what... Yeah, that's what that's summed up to.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
And then he follows her home.
Which is also a stupid mistake on his part.
Yes, it was. Now, it doesn't give the reason he followed her home.
I'm assuming it's because he was hit and was pissed off.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was just hoping to call the police and explain what happened so that she didn't just hit and run and get away with it.
That's possible. It is possible. You are correct. That is possible. That doesn't necessarily mean it was the best thing to do in the moment.
No, it wasn't a good thing to do. It would have been better if he could have gotten her license plate number.
Yeah. So Yeah, there's just so much wrong. Number one, okay, she was an idiot because she started this whole crap by hitting her. She got mad. They got mad. She hit him with her car, okay? Then he did wrong by following her home. I mean, we have no idea what the reasoning was there behind that, but he followed her home. And we could look at it in the nicest light possible, like you were talking about there, and just going, I just want to know where she lives and what her license plate number is. Okay, maybe that was the thing. That's possible. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before, but I know I've said it while teaching. So I used to work for a very small grocery store.
It's obvious he didn't try to follow her inside or anything, because if she went in and then came out with a gun, he was outside.
I mean, yeah, but he could have just been pulling up and then yelling and all pissed, and then she come walking out with a gun because she was just, I don't know. Anyway, not the smartest thing. Now, we had, like I said, I used to work for a small grocery store, and when somebody stole from us, we would follow them back to their house. Now, we wouldn't go in the house or anything else. The whole idea was to follow them back and go, like, that's where they went, to the police. And then one time, a situation went really bad.
Bless you.
I couldn't hold it.
Way to sneeze on the podcast.
I couldn't hold it in.
Okay, but one situation went really bad, and these two guys came out of the house, and it was a big thing. I think we've talked about it on the podcast before. But anyway, so that stopped. So I can tell you from the idea of going onto someone's property or going, that's not a good idea. Is not. So, but then she came out with a gun. And then, so he pulled his gun. We don't know if it was, if like legal, illegally. We know nothing because this was a very short little story. And, he shot her several times and killed her there. Lots of... I don't laugh because I don't find it comical. That's not it. It's just purely that's like, wow, it's a ridiculous situation.
You said this was Florida?
Yeah.
Well, of course it was Florida. I'm sorry to any Floridians on this podcast, but you know the stories.
So I was talking to somebody from Florida, and they said, you know what? Let's be honest. Florida man is a real thing.
It is.
So,
but we have discovered that Brazil is the Florida of the rest of the world, so you're not alone, Florida.
So Jada likes to try to piss off a entire state and an entire country. So.
Well, that's what people do when they're behind a screen, so...
All right.
Sorry.
So that, and I hope you have enjoyed.
Let me just drink a little bit more caffeine. I'm more pleasant after that.
Speaking of which, we still need a coffee sponsor.
We still need a coffee sponsor, guys. If you want me to be a more pleasant person and not insult your state, you should probably sponsor us to have more coffee.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, this has been our news story of the day. Okay. So anyway, we are looking at a couple things and kind of wrapping up the idea of like safety in public places and different things like that and what you can do and everything else. So one of the things that we're going to look at right now is public restrooms.
Yeah. Safety tip, avoid them if at all possible. Just stay away. Personal safety, you can avoid sketchy people, you can avoid the germs, and not go to a public restroom. That's the goal. That's life goals right there.
That is one possibility. That's not always possible. It's just not. Sometimes nature calls, and you are too far from home. So you have to go to the public bathroom. Okay? We could get onto some weird topics of conversation here, but we're not going to. Okay? So
it's like you just gotta carry cleaning spray for 2 reasons. Makeshift mace and spraying everything before you touch it.
All right.
You guys tell my mom's a nurse.
So germaphobe stuff aside, let's talk specifically about the safety in a public restroom. Number one, I'm trying to think of how to say this. as a dude, I'm not going to do this, but I know that women do it a lot, and that's go to the bathroom with somebody. What is it? I have 2 females on here. What is it about going to the bathroom with other females?
Actually, I think it has less to do with like wanting company and more to do with you don't want to be the one person that leaves the group. And so it's just easier to pile on.
Yeah.
So like,
So I'm going to the bathroom. You want to come with me?
It's like when you stand up alone, you're the only one disrupting the group. But if everyone goes together, then it's just out of the way. But that's my social anxiety brain talking. So someone else is like, it's like, I need to use the bathroom. Yeah, me too. It's not that I want to go to the restroom at the same time as them. It's just that.
I mean, I was wondering, do women like hold hands under the stall, or I don't understand?
Absolutely not.
That's good to know.
I don't talk to anybody when I'm in the restroom. If I happen to go to, I don't actually pile on with people usually, but I just feel like that's probably part of the reason. It's just it's brought up. For me, I just like forget that I need to use the bathroom until someone mentions it, and then I feel awkward.
Oh, that's right.
Well, then I don't want to go with it, so I'll just wait like a courtesy 2 minutes. But then they ask you, well, why didn't you just go when I went? It's like,
so now you have another reason, because really it is kind of a safety thing. You're keeping each other safe, in all honesty. And let's you know,
I mean, if I'm out with friends, like just female friends, which that hasn't happened in forever. I don't have a whole lot of female friends.
You have me.
When's the last time y'all went out together and did something?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. See. I don't have a whole lot of female friends that I actually spend time with. Just the occasional, hey, how are you? Anyway, we're not talking about my friend life. If I'm out with a group of friends, like women tend to, if you're out with a group of female friends, you just all walk into the restroom, you know? Because you just don't stand outside of the restroom. You just all walk in there, and you just stand there, and you wait.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
So this is a picture into the female psyche that I really don't know that I really wanted when we were deciding on the talking points of today's episode. I was sitting there, I asked the question, but then I go like, why did I ask this question? That's what keeps going through my mind. Like, why? Why did I ask this question?
Well, it used to be a weird thing to me too, and then I just ended up with enough female friends when I was in my mid-teens that were like, oh, you're going to the bathroom? Then they just follow me, and I'm just like, I didn't know this was a group activity. But like they learned really quickly that I don't know. They've never pressured me to like speak when I'm in the bathroom. I think it's a unspoken rule. You don't talk when you're in the stall.
I would love to say that that's the case. I went to this big conference thing one time, and that's what we're going to
I'm laughing before.
I went to this big conference thing, and I was walking to the bathroom, and there was this guy who was a friend of mine. Actually, he was my wife's cousin, and we were walking to find the bathroom first off, and wherever it was like hard to find. And we go walking into the bathroom, and when you walk through the door, there was this just wall right in front of you. There was nothing else. There was just a big wall, and then you had to walk around all the way around the wall. And we were kind of joking around. Didn't think anybody was in there. It looked completely empty, and I don't know. It's like yeah, laughing and everything, joking around, and then said like, "Oh my gosh, it's like amazing here." And this guy apparently was sitting on the toilet in one of the stalls and goes, "It's not a maze," and starts trying to have a conversation with us at this point in time. That's when it got really weird. And it was like, I'm getting out of here as fast as possible. So anyway.
For me, I don't generally want to go to any public restroom, but when I have to go, I generally don't want to go alone.
Yeah. Okay, is it a safety thing, or is it just I feel weird kind of going out here by myself kind of thing, or is it like what is it?
It's a good mix of both.
Good mix of both.
Yeah.
Which it is interesting. So
I did not expect us to be on bathrooms this long.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to talk about my personal belief systems or anything, but there is a certain amount of like historically what is safe, you know, and thinking about like packs of dogs and things. Like packs of dogs go together to the bathroom and they watch each other's backs while they're using the bathroom.
Gotcha.
Which is part of the reason pets follow their, like, owners into the bathrooms. It's like they feel like they're supposed to be there to, like, keep guard.
I'm
because,
standing guard.
You know, I mean, if you have
While
a
you're taking a
dog,
poop.
like, my dog refuses to use the bathroom unless there is someone present. Like, even if she is outside the entire day, she does not use the bathroom unless someone is watching her, which I thought was weird. And then I was watching a Cesar Millan video talking about pack mentality and how it's like a safety thing. And so I was just like, oh. So this is why she follows me to the bathroom, and this is why she refuses to go unless I'm watching her. So apparently it's a bonding thing for her. So maybe back, you know, like tribe life in villages, you know, maybe it's a safety thing, you know. You don't go to the bathroom alone or you get attacked by lions. I don't know.
So you're saying women just held on to that a lot more than men did?
I don't know, maybe. And yeah, and I don't think women are supposed to. You got to think most of the time it's a woman raising like the kid, like they handle the potty training and stuff for the kids, and so it's kind of just like a wall that's not really there for a lot of people.
Okay. we have did more talking around about restrooms
We should
than
probably
actually.
cut some of this out.
No, I say leave it in and let it go.
This
And just,
bathroom
like,
talk.
Let's just leave it in and let it go. Either people will be thoroughly disgusted by it and turn it off, or it wasn't
Or
anything that
be
disgusting.
incredibly amused by it.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is men go to the bathroom alone but talk to each other, and women
Not-
go to the
not-
bathroom together and say nothing
don't-
until they're in front of the mirror.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not a person who likes to talk while I'm in the bathroom. This is not. Don't talk to me at this point in time.
No.
This is not a time to talk.
No,
That's me. I don't feel like, you know, my thing is you go into the bathroom, you get whatever business done, and then you get out of the bathroom after you wash up thoroughly. So we've gone way out of there. Safety tips for going to public restrooms. All of that was just basically saying, especially females, go to the bathroom together. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why?
Don't let people convince you it's dumb or that you shouldn't do it. You know, it actually does help with your safety. It's probably not the reason you were doing it before, but you don't need to stop.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to go out with friends and then like stand up at the table and go, hey, Matt, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You can go with me?
Oh, I've never asked a friend that.
No.
Really? Are you serious? Because I've watched females do this like a lot. When we've been out with friends, I have watched either my wife. Oh, I'm calling this out on the podcast.
Okay. Hang on.
Sorry,
a
I've
Mom,
either
if you're
watched-
listening.
I have.
She doesn't regularly listen, so
I
maybe
think
she won't
I've
miss
had
this.
a
or won't
friend
catch this one.
ask me that before, but it was because they wanted to talk about something that happened just before, not in front of other people.
Well, now I'm dead serious. I have watched my wife look at somebody and say, I got to go to the bathroom. You want to go? Or I've watched another lady ask my wife that same question. I got to go to the bathroom. Julie, you want to go with me? I mean,
Sometimes they want to give whoever they're with some privacy with someone else, and sometimes they want to gossip about you behind your back.
was that it? They just wanted to kind of go to the. So
Okay,
our
I can't
husbands
speak
are
for all
idiots.
I can't speak for all women, but anytime I've been invited to go to a restroom, it's been because either a friend wanted to like get away from something, like they're driving me crazy, I needed a break.
Gotcha.
But then there's also if they take a lot longer in the bathroom, like when they go together, people assume it's because they're talking in the restroom.
Oh, we're back to poop again. Okay. Man. Okay. So anyway, let's hit a couple
so
little safety tips here.
not to bother you or anything, but it's quite possible your wife was gossiping about you behind your back. No, I'm just kidding.
It's probable. It's okay. At this point in time, we've been married for almost 23 years. I'm kind of used to it. So yeah, it is whatever.
I'm messing, but sort of. It's sort of truthful.
All right, a couple of the real quick safety tips. Number one, some of these, like Walmart has, a lot of them have this like family restroom where you can go in and lock the door. Use that one. Mm-hmm. That's great. Okay, Guys, generally speaking, if you're standing in a urinal, you're an easier target. Generally walk on in and step into a stall, especially if you are carrying. And please, oh my gosh, please find a way, if you are carrying a gun, to secure that gun to you when you are going to the bathroom. I went to a gas station and there is a freaking pistol laid on the toilet paper holder. I mean, somebody just left it there. Okay.
What?
So, yeah. So, please keep that thing secured to you some way or form or fashion or something. All right. I don't care what you're doing in the bathroom. Keep it on you. Keep it in a pocket. Keep it on that belt. I know it's maybe aggravating, but anyway. So going to a stall is just
Speaking
safer.
as a woman's perspective, whenever I have something that I don't want to set down in the restroom, I basically take one of the hair ties on my wrist and roll whatever it is into my shirt, and then just tie my shirt off with the hair tie while I'm using the bathroom.
All right, guys, there's your reason to start wearing hair ties on your wrist.
Hey, I mean, there's also rubber bands, and so you could always carry just like a rubber band in your pocket or something to secure your shirt, but there is the potential of rolling it into your shirt. There's that.
Okay.
Which is weird to think about, but that's what I do. Like, I don't like hanging my bag on the bathroom stall, and I carry a really small bag, so I just attach it to my shirt.
All right. What if you have a child with you? What do you do when you have a child? Number one, family restrooms. Walk in the family restroom and lock the door if you can. That's the best possible way to do it. Outside of that, like, what's the next step there? Like, you got a kid, you got to go to the bathroom, or you got a kid and they got to go to the bathroom. You can't get into the family restroom, or the place don't have one. Oh, that's right. Neither one of you have kids. Okay.
Nope.
So, in and out as quick as possible. Wash up really good. That starts to get a little bit harder, I think, when you have a child of the opposite sex and kind of go in and you have to go into the bathroom, because it's just it's weird and it's funny and everything else, but just be smart. I mean, as much as you can, just be smart. Mm-hmm. Don't send your 4-year-old daughter into the women's bathroom because she's a girl, I'm a guy. What do I do? Close their eyes, take them to a stall. I have stories there, but I don't want to embarrass Kylie on the podcast. So, look at the eyes. That's just real big, real fast. So, all right. Can we be done with bathrooms now?
Yeah.
Probably not, because we need to talk about when you're walking into a restaurant. Let's say you are alone, because whether it's you're on a road trip and you can't make it any further, you have to stop at a rest stop or something like that. You walk into the restroom, you scan everything you can see, and then this is going to sound really creepy. I drop to my knees. Well, I'd
What?
I'd sit on my ankles and just really quick look for shoes under the stalls just to see if I'm alone in the restroom. As best as I can tell.
So squat down. You squat down.
Squat down.
Okay.
Thank you. That's the word I couldn't think of.
Yeah, I have those days too. I understand.
I have those days a lot.
You're on your hands and knees in the bathroom?
No. I sit on my ankles. Squat. I could not think of squat. Anyway. Yeah, but I just squat down and I check for shoes. If they look like men's shoes, I leave the restroom.
That's not a bad idea.
I always step back away from the door and let the door swing open so that I can see into the stall before I walk into there, because, there could be someone with their feet up on the toilet, because there are creeps that hide out in restrooms.
I would love to say that, yes, we live in a great and wonderful world, and you don't ever have to worry about any of that, and that's not going to happen. And no, Jada, you're being overly paranoid, but unfortunately, I cannot say that.
No, and there are too many stories of women not realizing there was a guy in the restroom, and then before they know it, there's a phone sticking under the side of the stall, taking a picture. And that's why I just go ahead and leave the restroom, because it's not like I'm just going to avoid the stall that they're in, because first off, they can leave that stall and be waiting outside of yours, and second, they could just stick a phone under the side of the stall.
So if you see a phone come under the stall, I mean, stomp down as hard as you possibly can and try to destroy the phone and the hand if at all possible. These are my personal beliefs and not necessarily legal advice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can tell you right now, if I see a phone coming under there, I'm like, it's not going to be pretty. I'm sorry. I was about to say something. I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that on the podcast.
You probably shouldn't.
Probably not.
I don't know what you were going to say, but you just probably shouldn't.
Make sure the creep doesn't ever try it again. That's about it.
All right.
It's like, you just grab your phone, stick it under their stall. Click. Oh, gosh.
Okay, so let's get on. let's get off the toilet and talk about some other things.
Oh. Really? What? No.
We have stayed on restrooms. I thought we'll breeze through the part about restrooms. I think we almost could have made an entire.
Wrong.
I thought wrong. I think we about could have made an entire podcast out of that. Let's talk about personal alarms for a moment. Okay, we have recently done reviews of the Birdie personal alarm. We have done reviews of other personal alarms, and then there's also like the Stinger. Yes, we did a review of the Stinger. There's a lot of different personal alarms out there. There's also some that are personal, like essentially I would say would be a personal alarm, but it's a silent thing, Invisaware. So let's pull back and let's talk about stuff like are really loud, like the Stinger or the Birdie. What do y'all think about that?
For a restroom, it would probably be a decent idea.
We're trying to get off of bathrooms.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, my head's still in that. I was thinking about
your head's still in the bathroom. Okay.
Well, I was thinking about maybe we should have covered improvised weapons in the bathroom. But
let's leave the bathroom stuff in the past. We're moving on, Jada. We're moving on.
Apparently, we could have done an entire podcast.
We really could have done an entire podcast on a bathroom, and that shocks the crap out of.
Get your head out of the gutter, Brian.
Too soon, Ned. Too soon.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, pun unintended. That was right there.
Sure it was. Anyway, the Birdie's a decent idea, especially if you don't have a whole lot of training and maybe you're even just looking into getting training, but you haven't gotten around to it yet. Buying a personal alarm is a good first step.
Yeah.
But it's just basically noisy.
Yeah, it's an attention getter. So that's what it is. So and I think y'all pointed out in the review when you and Gentry did it, and I don't remember who pointed it out, but one of you pointed it out in the review on the Birdie that once that is pulled, whatever's connected to your keys, once that is pulled off, then this thing right here that's actually making the noise can be dropped. Mm-hmm. And it can be left behind. And basically, you're just attracting attention to where you were at that point in time. So that may not be the best thing in the world. But, again, if you have, my thinking on a personal alarm, something like that, is if you have no training or something like that, or if you just want something as like an extra layer
you don't want to have to think about screaming help and everything. You just want something to make noise for you.
Or you do, but that was just one extra thing to kind of help get more attention. So you just pull that sucker out and let it go really, really loud.
And there are also situations where someone puts you in a headlock or a chokehold or something, and you can't physically.
Yeah, but if you can rip that out,
you can rip that out while you're escaping.
So yeah, I mean they're good for stuff like that. Now, like something like the Stinger, we'll see. I'll try my best to remember to put links to each of these in the description of the podcast. So the Birdie is purely just a noise device, and it has a flashing light on it. And then the Stinger, though, is a noise device and is a striking tool. So you can actually...
And it has a glass break on it, too.
Has a glass break. It has a seatbelt cutter. There's... that one's got a little more...
It's good for whenever you're trapped in a car.
Yeah, glass brakes are generally good for trapped in a car.
And the seatbelt cutter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I just said it has a seatbelt cutter. So anyway...
Someone please sponsor us and get us more coffee.
Yeah, we do have that at the bottom of the podcast, at the bottom of the description, the support us for $4.99. I think that's like a monthly thing. We would really, really appreciate that. And like I said before,
buy us our lovely coffee.
Yeah,
that we
basically,
need to make
if
our
we get
brains
just 12 people, if we just get 12 people to do that, then we will all three have coffees.
Be one of the brave 12.
Kylie, give the puppy dog eyes. Someone pull up Arms of the Angel on your phone.
Cool. We can't get that. We'll get a copyright strike and then be demonetized right after we got monetized. All right.
But it works so well for the animal shelters.
Yeah. All right. So, you got those personal alarms that will do good at getting attention. It's not like wonderful, awesome stuff. Okay, for like hitting people with that. Stinger is a lot better. But anyway,
that thing is loud.
That thing is really loud.
If you look back at the review video that we did, and that was a while ago.
That may have been almost 2 years ago at this point in time.
Really?
Close to it, I would say. A year or two. It's been over a year.
A while.
Now the birdie review just came out.
Okay, I gotta watch that fully edited.
That's right. You didn't see all
I
that.
haven't seen it.
It was fun. That was a fun one to film. A fun one to watch. I was just behind the camera for that one. I was not in front of it. So.
But yeah, if you
I
see mine
barely
and Jada's
remember.
reaction, the alarm just like made her mad, and then my ears were just, duh.
Yeah, I didn't quite know what to expect
I'm
on the
really
stinger.
starting to worry about my memory because I have basically no recollection of that video whatsoever.
Really?
Okay, so you do realize, like me,
I just remember the loud noise. That was about it.
you do realize, like me, you get punched in the head for a living, right? Just saying. There are times when I go, I can't remember crap. And I've never been really good at remembering a lot anyway. And then you take on the fact that I basically essentially get punched in the head for a living. Like,
Because I used to be the person that remembered absolutely everything.
Oh, I've never been
I've
that
never
person.
been that person.
That's just gone. It's gone. And we had a parent bring a kid in the other week, and he was bringing up something that they did 3 weeks ago, and she's like, he remembers everything. She goes, ever since he turned like 2, he's remembered everything that has happened. And I was just like, I looked at the kid and I was like, yeah, that goes away. With a smile on my face, and the mom just like snorted her coffee through her nose. So
yeah, it could be the adult stress. That's a possibility as well.
that'll
but
do
but
it.
I have
So-
a problem with that too.
You're my daughter. I've never been good at that. So there's that. All right. Then the other type of there's the personal alarms that make a lot of noise. There's the personal alarm that is a silent type personal alarm, and that would be something like Invisaware. Speaking of which, we also that is one of our sponsors. Why is that not there? Hey, look there.
Did you guys know that Albert Einstein had a pet?
No, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
Look at there. Let's try this again.
Kylie, I love your necklace.
Oh, thank you. It's Invisaware.
Your necklace corrects your teeth.
No, it's actually a safety device. It has a button on the back that if you double click it, it'll send your location up to 5 contacts and it'll notify 911.
All that and it corrects your teeth?
No, that's Invisalign. So, yeah, if you go over to Invisaware.com and use the coupon code Impact Defense, it gets you 10% off of anything that you purchase.
Oh, great. Are they all necklaces?
No, they have bracelets and scrunchies as well.
And once I go to Invisaware.com, how much does the coupon code get me off again?
It gets you 10% off of anything that you purchase.
And that's Impact Defense, right?
Impact Defense is the coupon code, yes.
Great.
So I thought about going through and talking about all those points, but I thought, hey,
Coupon is actually fine.
Is correct?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
what?
She
And
was correcting herself and saying coupon, but it's...
Yeah, some people say coupon. Some people say coupon. I've always said coupon. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Well, I was thinking about going through the talking points about it because, hey, it's we really like it. Obviously, I mean, it's they help us out. We're partners with them. We highly
We've done
suggest
a video
them.
on that about 2 years ago,
We
too.
did, yeah. That was about 2 years ago as well. Kylie was super excited to get that one in, and somebody, let me just say, because it popped up in my head. Somebody said, how sad is it that this little girl is so excited about getting a self-defense necklace? And I was like, lady, it's freaking jewelry. and it has the extra set of coolness of being able to press a button and it sends a text out to people. Okay.
Bonus.
So it's jewelry and technology. So calm down. Just
Those things are good combined, believe it or not.
It's cool. It's cool. It's not just the fact that it was like, oh my gosh, she's so
I thought it was really cool.
That's
why I was like
Anyway.
jumping up and down in the video.
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I
can go on a rant on that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, we
It's
really
like,
do.
lady, how excited would you be if your life alert actually looked good on you? So,
Oh, wow.
someone get me more coffee.
This has been great today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, we really like Invisaware. We have an ad with them. If you want something like that for yourself or somebody else in your life, there's like necklaces, keychains, there is bracelets, there is all kinds of stuff, scrunchies.
Yeah.
Check it out, invisaware.com. Use that coupon code Impact Defense. Does get you 10% off. Yeah. Okay, Jada, would you like to summarize today, or we're going to get more?
All right. Women go to the bathroom together. What is the worst way I can summarize this? Avoid public restrooms. If you can't avoid public restrooms,
Poop together.
poop together. Don't talk to each other in the stalls. That's that's common courtesy.
Yeah.
Go to family restrooms when you have children. Don't lose track of your weapons in restrooms, and personal alarms are a decent idea in public, especially if you don't have good training, and someone should come up with a different design for Life Alert. That's about it.
All right.
Quick question. Have we had any listeners from South Dakota?
You know what? I do not know, but I
Check
have the
it.
computer in front of me. I can check really,
it.
really fast. You go ahead and do your beg for reviews while I'm checking this.
Will we finally convince me that South Dakota, there are actually people there?
There we are. So 81% of our people that listen to the show are in America, and North Carolina still holds the highest state listening
cool.
at 16% since it is our home state.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you go ahead and do your stuff while I look.
If you guys are enjoying this podcast, go ahead and go over to Apple Podcast, rate us, and please, 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 please write a review. Because we would really, really like to start reading reviews again. And plus, we're doing something on our 100th episode or 101. We haven't decided yet. And we're going to do a giveaway of a $200 Amazon gift.
$250 Amazon
$250
gift card
Amazon
Kylie's
gift.
paying for.
that Kylie is paying for. Thank you for
I
reminding
still
me
don't know
about
how
that.
I'm paying for this.
You work. All right. So, yeah, live on the podcast here, I'm looking at it. We still do not have a listen in South Dakota.
Oh, my word.
Okay, here's my deal. Here's
South
what.
Dakota doesn't exist, guys.
Here's what.
I mean,
here's
the
what-
state might exist. There aren't people there. I'm pretty sure it's just. Hang on. Is it like desert? It has desert.
No.
What? What is South Dakota? What is it good for? Have you guys ever seen anything that says "Made in South Dakota"? I have not. What the heck is South Dakota?
Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you very. Oh, I was going to say before Jada's rant that if by 100 episodes, if we don't have a listen in South Dakota, I am going to launch a Facebook ad campaign just in South Dakota to see if we can get a listener
To convince me that they're real.
to convince you that they're real.
Yeah. Please, we want to say that we've been listened to in
Maybe
all
South-
50 states.
Maybe the North Pole is a cover, and Santa Claus is based in South Dakota.
Sure. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you
Maybe
very
that's what they
much.
contribute to society.
Thank you very much for listening to the podcast and all the
Rants.
ramblings.
Does South
and-
Dakota have a football team?
All right. Goodbye.